welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's makeup related video. Today is going to be a multiple looks using one palette video, and these are some of my favorite ones to do. They are a bit time consuming and a little bit hard to edit, but they are super fun and ones that I enjoy watching because it helps me better understand how I can use the palettes in my collection or palettes I'm looking into buying. So if this is a type of content you want to watch, I hope you'll stick around for this video all the way through to the end because that helps me so much. Don't forget to subscribe before you go about your day. So today we are going with one of Nomad Cosmetics' newest releases. It's not their newest one, but it's the one right before. We are looking at the Nomad Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. This is the outside packaging. Stunning, absolutely beautiful. And then this is what you have inside. It's this velvety packaging, has a little bit of embossing on it, and it's got the gold trim. Just so beautiful. And then here is what the palette looks like. Beautifully sized mirror, beautiful colors. I have some swatches here for you and a better look at all of this. These are absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've only swatched this. I've not used any of this on my eyes yet. But what I want to say so far from just that little bit of use, I love the formula in this palette. All of the mattes seem very soft. And in fact, I think they're pretty much the softest I've tried from them. And then all of these shimmers are also very soft and very easy to work with, at least from what the swatches look like. There are two shimmers that are a little bit more rough, but it's such a minuscule difference that it's not, I don't think it's gonna make any difference. And those two are the two over on the end over here, this one up here and this one right here. Other than that, they're all super soft, very beautifully swatched, as you can see, and I am excited. So not exactly sure what this is going to be because this is going to be done over a couple days, and then I'm going to put it all into this video. So I'm hoping to do at least one matte look. In fact, that's the look we're going to do today. And then the other two looks are going to be a little bit more shimmery, but using different colors. So my hope is to use through this video a wide variety of the colors so you can kind of get an idea of different ways you can use this. Now these are going to be colors and styles that are very easy to use for just every day. So if you're somebody who's afraid or really doesn't like makeup that's like out there and a little bit more wild, I think you're going to enjoy these because while these will have color, they're going to be done in a way that I personally think is very beautiful and can easily be for any event. Okay, so today we're gonna do a neutral matte look because I think even though a lot of these shades are beautiful and super colorful, I do think you can get some very good neutral colors out of this. They're just all those mattes I think would work very well. Today I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of like a very neutral look. We're gonna see if I can stick to that. Neutral, I mean, I'm good with, but it's not my favorite to do. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I will put the names on the screen of every shade that I'm using because if I'm gonna be honest, there's a few shades in here that I don't feel comfortable saying because I feel like I'm gonna say them completely wrong. And so instead of, picking and choosing which shades I'm going to say and which ones I'm not going to say, I'm just going to put the name on the screen and it'll also be in the description box below. So let's jump right in to our first look for today. Okay, I have you a little bit closer in so that hopefully you can see a little bit better. Yes, some of the lighting I'm getting is giving a little bit of shadows, but hopefully you'll be able to get what this all looks like and this all comes together well. This first look is going to be an all matte and it's going to be very neutral and it's going to be two shades. Well, at least that's my hope. So the two shades we're going to be using for this one is right here and right here. Again, the names should be popping up on the screen for you. Normally, I'm somebody who likes to use 3 to 4 shades on my eyes, but I wanted an easy thing. I wanted to show you that if you are in a rush, you could use something very easily with this. And I do think that you could do that with several other shades. I feel like you could do those 2. You could probably just do those 2 or even this one and that one to make a great combo. You could do a couple of the blues. I think there's several different ways you can go here, but this look is for those who like the more neutral look. Since my goal is to only use those 2 shades, I will be using this first shade kind of all over. And I'm going in with a bit of a fluffy brush, and it's very loosely packed in there, so I'm gonna knock some of that off because I'd rather build it up than have too much. Okay, this first shade is on, and I will say that I feel like it's pulling a little bit more yellow than I was expecting it to. I thought it was going to be a little bit more tan-ish, not even, like beige. There's the word. Like a little bit more beige, but it's pulling a little bit more yellow. But I think I'm ultimately okay with that because I still think it'll go good with that other shade for our matte look. But just wanted to point out what I'm noticing so far. It also was a little bit difficult to build up because I really wasn't wanting it to be very dark, and it's a very light color, of course, but I was hoping to get a little bit more depth from it on the lid, and that was a little bit difficult to do. So just keep that in mind with this shade. It's a very light shade, and at least on my skin tone, it does pull a little bit more yellow than beige. For that next shade, I'm going to go in with an angled brush here. This one is from Luxie, and I'm going to do the outer corners and then go in a little bit depending on how I'm feeling this color is laying on me. Again, this is a very soft shade, and so I do feel like there's a lot of looseness to it, and so it's probably best to tap it off so that you don't get as much fallout. And with the first shade, I didn't really notice a fallout, but I also did tap it off. First impressions, this is gorgeous. Okay, before cleaning this up, I just wanted to show you. So it could be a mixture of the brush I was using, just a little too big, but I think it was a mixture of that and the fact that this is such a loose, soft powder that it definitely spread a lot further than I wanted it to. So on this side, I was a little bit more careful with it, but you can tell on this side got pretty messy. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I do want that kind of on the bottom like I did here, but I don't want it as far because right now it's not. It's given some raccoony eyes look. So I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit, but the color I think is beautiful, and I think it worked really well with that first shade we did. So I'm gonna clean this up and I will be right back. Okay, here we go. I literally just cleaned up the bottom a little bit. You can see I kind of have a little bit of a shadow from the lighting going on, but also just because I think I wiped a little bit too much of the foundation down. So just ignore that little shelf right there. It's also kind of where I smile, so sometimes things don't lay perfectly right there, but this is the final neutral look. I just added a little bit of the mascara, and then I put on an e.l.f. Golden Pear Sheer Slick on the lips, keeping it very neutral, very everyday look. So what do we think? Is this a neutral shade you feel you could easily remake and do yourself? I think you can. Just a quick note, I loved the colors in these shades, but I will say that they are some of the softest, if not the softest, powdery eyeshadows I've worked with. So if you are not used to a softer formula, you will probably have, like I did, some not necessarily fallout, but it spreads very, very easily. So it might be a smidgen of a difficult formula to work with if you are not used to it at all. But I do think it is one that is easy once you know what to expect to work with. I hope that makes sense. What do we think of the final neutral look? Should we upgrade it and take it to maybe the nighttime look? So this could be office look, and then maybe we could just add some sparkle and see what it would look like for after the office. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade it. We're gonna go into a sparkly shade, this golden one right here. I think that'll take it very easily to the next step without overpowering, is my hope. Let's see if we can keep it kind of the same look with sparkles. Okay, I'm gonna try it with my finger. These shades are very soft, but they are a little bit chunky. So I don't know if you're gonna see that kind of there, that very beautiful shade, very soft, but along the edges you see a little bit of a chunkiness. So I'm gonna tap my finger off in hopes that that'll kind of come off, because I don't really want chunkiness on the inside of the corner. And yes, I already have mascara on, so it might stick to it, it might not look the best, but we're gonna try. Is a beautiful color. I am gonna have to like blend the center a little bit so that it doesn't look like such a harsh line, but that is beautiful. It is, so I did pat it on, and I think that that's a good thing that I did, but it did feel a little rougher on the eyelid than I was expecting, but it's still easy enough to work with. So for blending, I'm doing the top part first on both sides, and then I'm gonna go to the centers to kind of help it not be as sharp of a line. And now we have taken it to nighttime sparkly look. The sparkly, I think I really like the color, but I think next time I'm gonna try using a dampened brush, kind of like something like this, but damp, to see if that'll keep it all kind of on the lid versus falling, because there was quite a lot of fallout. And for like a sparkly, sometimes that's okay, sometimes you just don't want that. So I definitely do have some sparkles down here that I tried to clean up a little bit without taking off all of the other makeup, but I think ultimately this turned out beautifully. What do we think? Do we like this? Do you like the matte or the shimmer look better? Let me know. I will have some pictures inserted to help you see in different lights and different angles, because, well, our makeup is seen in several different ways. So it just makes sense. All right, this is the look. Let's go to the next look. Okay, for look 2, we are doing a green look. So we're gonna be playing around with 3 different shades. First, we're gonna be using this one, then this one, and then this one here. So these 3 shades, I'm really hoping to get a really pretty green look. If you're wanting to know what the rest of my face is, it is in a video that I will have linked up above. It is a Get Ready With Me, where I talk about all this new makeup that I am playing with. So for today's look, we're gonna go green. If you like greens, watch this one through. If you don't like greens, go ahead and skip to the next one. That is a really pretty green. this shade is absolutely beautiful, but it does have a lot of fallout. Okay, I'm gonna go clean this up a little bit. I've got some fallout of the sparkly shade down here. I'm gonna go clean it up, put on some mascara, and we'll come back, finish the lips, and wrap this up. Okay, so ignore the fact that I completely forgot to do anything with my brows, and you know, they could use a little filling, but they don't look bad. I'm just gonna brush them a little bit, but I'm not gonna bother filling and all that because everything else is basically done. So we're just gonna give them a nice little brush. Just simple. Okay, there. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm a bad beauty influencer. Oh well. Okay, here is the second or third look. I don't remember at this point. It's all greens. Love the greens. As you can see, there's definitely different shades in here, but they do blend together to kind of look almost like one shade with a little bit of different variation. I like the sparkly, but it's very, very much something that you want to use maybe a tackier base for because it did give a lot of fallout. I will have a better close-up picture posted so you can see it a little bit better, but if you enjoyed this one, you know how to make this. If you have greens, if you have similar greens from in your collection already, go ahead and try to remake this or make a variation of this. I think browns would be really pretty with this color, or even maybe purple. I don't know why I'm thinking a purple in there would be really, really pretty. Let me know what you think of this look, and let's move on to the next look.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Okay guys, well this is the final look we are creating with this palette. We made 4 or 5 looks, I think, with this palette, and there's still few shades that I didn't use, several combinations to explore, and I absolutely love this palette. Some notes, it is a little softer, so if you aren't familiar with softer shades, it might be a little bit of a learning curve, but it's nothing that is too advanced at all. The shimmers definitely work better with a dampened brush or your finger, but with your finger it doesn't really stay on that much. I don't have any like glitter glue, so I wasn't able to try that out, but if you do, that might be a good way to experiment with it as well. Again, love this palette. The color story is gorgeous, the design is beautiful, and I really hope that one of these, if not all of these looks, inspired you to either dig into what you already own, similar shades, to make new looks with those, or maybe to go onto the Nomad Cosmetics website and check it out. I do not have a code for you, but there are so many amazing creators out there that do have a code. So if you are going to go and purchase this, go find one of your amazing creators that are lucky enough to have a code and save yourself some money. This type of content is what I absolutely love doing. I know that it's hit and miss whether or not you guys like it, so I hope, especially if you've made it all the way to the end, that you loved this and that you will subscribe to see more similar to this, as well as project panning and other beauty related content. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.